Hello everyone. Today I will talk about our retail management project, which is about Decathlon. We are Team 6. I'm your host Candan, and let's get started. So, this is our outline. First of all, I will briefly talk about Decathlon. Then it comes private labels, target markets, channel design, omnichannel, and as you can see, it goes to the promotions. So, about Decathlon, they have started to design, produce, and manufacture their own products as early in 1986. When they opened their first store in Turkey, they chose Kent Park because it's located close to the three big universities, which are ODTÜ, Bilkent, Hacettepe, Ministries, and also gets huge flow of people. While entering a new region, market research is done and purchasing power is calculated for that region. The company gets information about the purchasing power of the people living on that location, how much money they spend for a sport, to what extent they are desirous, and what is the market structure that can be captured there. Then they move to the strategic location issues. For that, you must consider that you will not kill the other store sales, will save from logistics and will attract employees. For example, in Catmark stores, majority of employees are students. They have 100 workers in the store and 87 of these people are part-time workers, while 80 of these part-time workers are students. Because of that, while choosing the first store location, those three big universities has played a huge role in the decision. Therefore, we can conclude that they followed rollout strategy, and after the first store in Ankara, the company opened their second store in Istanbul. Right now, it has around 20 stores all around Turkey. Let's move on to the private labels of Decathlon. The reason behind the creation of their own private labels was to be closer to their customers and be able to listen to their needs and address them more easily. Now they have 20 Decathlon brands, which can be seen in the picture. And each brand is dedicated to creating and innovating products for a specific sport. Decathlon is currently offering over 70 different sports, but as their passion for sports grow with every single day, their ambitions grow too. Their aim is to constantly reinvent the best possible products and explore new possibilities, so they continuously expand their brand signatures and make sure these brands are everything customers are looking for. They mentioned in our interview that their aim is to reach 100 sports in 2 to 3 years. Moreover, we have learned that there are some new brands have been added to this portfolio recently. For instance, team sports were previously united under one brand name, which is Kipsta. However, later on these sports, namely basketball and volleyball, each have been assigned to different brands, which are All Six and Tarmac, respectively. The reason for this separation was to enable each sport to have their own representative brand name, which would give them more power. When we ask about differences between their products, they mention that all of their products are produced by Decathlon in their own facilities around the world. Because of that, there is no difference in terms of quality between their products. However, they also mentioned that technical features of their products differs from product to product, which we also observed in the store, and this is the main reason that the variance in their prices. Also, the product range can be differ from store to store according to customer portfolio of the store. Continuing with their target market, we found out that even though according to the commercial policy surveys, the majority of people, nearly 80%, who visit Decathlon are doing sports, there are also customers who come to just satisfy their needs. For instance, the polos under the hunting and shooting category are bought by ordinary people too. Because of that, despite the fact that their main target customers are people who love doing sports and have potential to love it, they target as many people as possible. It's not coincidence that their motto is sport for all for sport. And about channel design, as it can be seen from the graph, direct channel. First, the products are produced in different factories located in different countries, including France, Pakistan, and Taiwan. Then they are moved to the CACs, which are the continental warehouses where all the products are first stored. After that, these products move from the CACs to CARs, the regional warehouses, which in Turkey is located in Gebze. And from these cars goods CIRs, goods are sent to the stores. In addition to that, products are also shipped directly to the customer's home address from these CIRs when they order it online. Overall, the company follows vertical integration strategies since there is no other intermediary involved in the channel. In other words, all members of the channel owned by Decathlon itself. By this way, they have more control over their prices and brand image, enabling them to develop strong customer relationships beside the factories in the above mentioned countries. Some products, such as polars, are also manufactured in Turkey because of high demand. And Decathlon also follows backward logistics, which is basically about remanufacturing and refurbishing of the products. In backward logistics process, the product moves at least one step back in the supply chain, for instance, from customer to the distributor or even further to the manufacturer. The process also includes the sale and the management of surpluses, because the customers always expect a high standard of service with accuracy. This logistics practice also helped the company to address the customer retention issue by meeting that expectation and to gain trust of the customers. So let's move to the omnichannel. Decathlon has online stores and you can buy any product directly from the online store of Decathlon too, and they will send you the product free if you purchase is over than 150 TL. Besides, you can see the stock information of the stores, and then you can buy the products from the online store and pick up them from the physical stores, which is Bob's strategy that we learned in class. Besides, we can say that they also use web roaming. However, there won't be any free riding problem because vast majority of the brands they sell are their own brands and are not sold in any other places. Additionally, there has a system that called click and collect. If you don't trust the internet shopping or if you couldn't find the product that you wanted to buy in the store, you can use the system. For example, in winter season, there might not be any tent in the store. When you want to buy one, you can use click and collect with the kiosks that located in the stores. From these kiosks, at the time of the payment, when you put the product to your chart, after that a QR code pops up. You take a photo of it and it gives you to the barcode. When you bring it to the checkout, you can buy the product online as if you buy in the store, both with cash or physical post device, without giving any credit card information to the internet. You can either get your product from the store or request it to be shipped to your home address. So, when it comes to the store layout related with their assortment, we can say that they have 20 different categories and each category has its own corridors. In each corridor, there are SKUs related to each sport category since each sport has its own brand. In order to show all product categories within the same brand, they use consolidation. They say that consolidation means something like union. For example, all similar sports comes together on one part of the store. To be more specific, we can discuss the store in Kent Park. On one part of the store, Four Seasons Sports has been located. When seasons comes, hiking, trekking, and camping sections are placed at the entrance of the store. For example, skiing may be even closed on spring or summer. Instead of it, water sports will be a new separate corridor. Pool sports or maybe swimming will become a new separate corridor. That part located polars will be fishing rather than shooting and hunting. Cycling will become bigger because their seasons come. As you can see, they don't only redesign their physical stores but also their website too, which is good for decision-making process of customers. And then it comes shelf design. For the categories of for the all of the categories has their own managers, and also there is a store manager too. They are moving full by using their initiative and doing commercial policy. Therefore every support is doing its own commercial policy in the store, and generally the store has a commercial policy too that different from other stores. There is too much variability. While doing that commercial policies, the department is asking questions about their support since it's in their own product range. They are using those surveys while designing their corridors and shelves. It enables them to take actions more easily. For instance, when they asked about commercial policy questions about of the people who came to the store for basketball was 52%, while football was 40% and volleyball was just 8%. As a result of this trade policy survey, they changed team sports corridor and got basketball to a place where it can be seen more, because more people were coming for basketball. Basketball was already strong actually, since they are uh, all people coming for them, but it was at the negative strong. However, now it's on the positive side of the strong. The size that customers first see when they enter it is the positive side of the shelves, while the opposite is the negative side. When they placed it on the positive side, they save time since they are able to see before they come and ask customers. And also, while doing their shelf design, they are doing implementation logic, which means creating a logic in the customer's mind. For example, when you enter the store and turn the main hall, you will see the basketball balls at the beginning for basketball corridor, because because if you see a basketball shoe, you may not think that section is for a sport. It might be for shoes as well. It is about the first product you see and guidance provided by it. Another example for shelf designs, according to sales strategy and management of the perception, they are setting up products from bottom to top or from back to front in order to arrange them from smallest to largest. To sum up, we can say that they are using item-based, idea-based, and price-based strategy is related with their store design strategy. As an example of price-based strategy, we can easily observe that they are putting their private labels near to the other brands to allow customers to make comparisons. Allowing their Also, in their stores, they offer utilitarian benefits, which are locate and purchase products in timely and efficiently manner, and hedonic benefits, which is offering an enjoyable and entertaining shopping experience. When it comes to price, we cannot get any specific information about pricing and perception of the price management, except prices are determined by the head offices in general. However, according to our observations, Decathlon follows cost-based pricing strategy. While doing that, they are trying to lower their cost as much as possible. About prices with digits, they are using it in order to show prices lower than what they are, and also they are using yellow labels to show an item as the most fair price in the whole market, and if you will find any lower price than that, they are giving your money back. To be able to do that, they are doing market research. When it comes to channel conflict, actually, in order to eliminate possible conflict between stores, they use price restrictions as a tool because, as it discussed before, standard price of standard products are set by the center. So we can say that there is no channel conflict. At least it's the very minimum level. And for the promotions, have done in two ways. One of them is the local price promotions on the stores for clearance the inventory for season and products. When it happens, the wholesale CIR distributes are also products to the stores and brand managers decide the prices of them according to their own stocks, because they are managing their own stocks. Also the other type is comes from the system. It could be anything related to inventory costs. When it is above a certain amount of, they do promotions for clearance, those products that has low turnover to decrease the cost. They didn't give advertising to anywhere because their advertising is their customers actually. To gain their trust is very important for Decathlon also, about word of mouth. For example, from the water beverages, if someone asks whether they smell or not, they will say the truth, which is they can smell. Even they cannot sell the product or giving advice according to customers' need, not with the aim of the selling products. And this is end of our presentation. Thank you for listening us.